Question 3. Compare the following pairs of ratios. Root 5 upon 3, 3 upon root 7. How do we compare? We cross multiply and compare. Now, if suppose one of them is in square root sign, then the other one also we convert into square root sign so that we can easily compare both of them. Now here when we are multiplying, we have root 5 into root 7. So root 5 into root 7 is equal to square root 5 into 7 is 35. Okay, look at the other one. We have 3 and 3. 3 into 3 is 9. So we have to convert into square root sign. How do we convert? When the number comes inside the square root sign, it multiplies by itself. That is, here it becomes 9 into 9. And 9 into 9 is 81. So now we have got two numbers with the square root sign. That is square root 35 and square root 81. So comparing square root 35 and square root 81, we know that square root 35 will be lesser than square root 81. Now square root 35 was the first multiplying product and the square root 81 was the product of the second multiplication. Therefore the first ratio will be smaller than the second ratio. Why? Because 35 is lesser than 81. Therefore root 5 upon 3 is lesser than 3 upon root 7. Now we go to the second sub question. Look here, we have here 3 root 5 upon 5 root 7, root 63 upon root 25, 125. Now we have to multiply this way. I told you cross multiply. So first we take this 3 root 5 into square root 125. Now this I have done all the steps. So similarly we will do these steps. Okay. Now 3 root 5 into 125 can be written as 25 into 5. And 25 we know it is the square of 5. So if it is the square of 5, from this 1 5 comes out. So what is left inside the square root sign? The other 5. So 3 root 5 is written as it is. This becomes 5 root 5. Now in the next step what happens? The numbers which are outside the square root sign, they will multiply by themselves. And the numbers which are inside the square root sign, they will multiply by themselves. So 3 into 5 and root 5 into root 5. But root 5 into root 5 is 5. So this 3 into 5 remains as it is and root 5 into root 5 is 5. So what happens now? This becomes 3 into 5 into 5. 5 into 5 is 25. 3 into 25 is 75. Now we have to do the same thing here for the second part. We have here 5 root 7 into root 63. So 5 root 7 into root 63. If you think about the factors here, 63 is nothing but 7 into 9. That is 7 into 9 is 3 into 3. Now here I have 5 into, let me write one more step. This will be 5 root 7. That is written as it is. Here I have 7 into 3 into 3. So for 2 3's we have 1 3 out. And what is left inside the square root sign? Root 7. So now what happens? What is outside the square root sign will multiply. That is 5 into 3. What is left inside the square root here? Root 7 into root 7. Okay. So here I have 5 into 3. So I can write this as root 7 into root 7. Now here I have 5, 3, root 7 into root 7 is just 7. And 5 into 3, 15. 15 into 7. So I have here 15 into 7, which is 105. Now by multiplying both, I have got what is the final product. So I write here comparing 75 and 105. What happens? 75 is lesser than 105. Therefore, 75 was the first product, 105 is the second product. Therefore, the first ratio, that is 3 root 5 upon 5 root 7, is lesser than the second ratio, which is root 63 upon root 125. Now I go to the third sub question. 5 upon 18, 17 upon 121. No square root signs here. So directly we will multiply. That is 5 into 121. So 5 into 121. Okay. 5 into 121. When we multiply, we get 605. Then I have to multiply here 18 into 17. Now when I multiply 18 into 17, I get 306. Now I can compare both these numbers, 605 and 306. So comparing 605 and 306, what happens? 605 is greater than 306. So if the first product is greater than the second product, then the first ratio is greater than the second ratio. Therefore 5 upon 18 is greater than 17 upon 121. Now going to the fourth sub question, let us simplify all these 4 square roots and then proceed. Coming to square root 80, we know it is square root here 16 into 5. 16 into 5 is 80, which is 4 into 4 into 5. 4 into 16 is 4 into 4 into 5. For 2 4s, we have 1 4 out, so this is 5. What is 48? Again 16 multiple, 16 into 3 now. Again I write it as 4 into 4 into 3. For 2 4s, we have 1 4 out and then this 3 inside. Coming to 45. 45 is a multiple of 9. So we have 9 into 5. And 9 is nothing but 3 into 3. Then we have this 5. For these two 3's, we have 1 3 out and 5 inside. And now square root 27, which is nothing but 9 into 3. 9 is 3 into 3 and then the other 3. So for 2 3's, we have 1 3 out and then the last 3 inside here. So now when I am writing this ratio, which is given root 80 upon root 48 and root 45 upon root 27, what happens? It becomes 4 root 5 upon 4 root 3 and 3 root 5 upon 3 root 3. Now what happens? Do you see the multiple of the square root in both the numerator and denominator of both the ratios is the same? So I can cancel like this, and now root 5 into root 3. Right here, root 5 into root 3. See here, root 5 into root 3 is root 15. What about this? This also is root 5 into root 3. So I write root 5 into root 3. That is root 15. So when I compare now, I am comparing root 15 and root 15. Right? root 15 and root 15, and root 15 and root 15 are the same. So I write here root 15 is equal to root 15. So if they are equal to each other, the given ratios also will be equal to each other. So root 80 upon root 48 is equal to root 45 upon root 27. So I put here an equal to sign.